Sean Diddy Combs will be celebrating his 55th birthday today in prison. Same prison where weapons were recently seized in a recent sweep. So how will he be celebrating his big day today? Also, the NDA that he made all the celebrities and party guests signed, well, it's been revealed. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and yeah, today, November 4th, is Diddy's birthday. And typically he'd be celebrating in style at a white party, you know, cheersing Ciroc with Jay-Z. But nope, today he'll be eating some breakfast cake. That's right. And not just because it's his birthday, that's just what apparently one of the items they have on the menu every morning. In fact, he won't get any special treatment today on his birthday. No white, clothes today, nothing. He'll be celebrating his 55th birthday in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center while awaiting trial. And he'll have access to fruit and oatmeal and whole wheat bread, biscuits, oven brown potatoes, spreads like jelly and margarine. Okay, I mean, it sounds nicer than I expect. It's not like gruel. It might taste terrible. Every day at breakfast, which starts at 6, inmates can have breakfast cake, but this is not specific to Combs' birthday. Coffee is only served on the weekend, and options like pancakes or French toast with syrup are available on Wednesdays and Fridays. So he can't even get some birthday pancakes today. At lunch, though, at 11 a.m., he'll get Monday's lunch will contain Southwest chicken wraps, chicken tacos, cheese pizzas, some 3-bean chili for his birthday. I can't imagine eating chili in prison. Imagine letting that go in the prison toilet. Would not want to be there in the prison commode unleashing 3-bean chili. Inmates, though, will have also access to several sides like mains, greens, green beans, rice, salsa, coleslaw, and fruit every day, dessert on some days, but not on Mondays. So he won't be getting his birthday cake today. In case you're curious, dinner will be a turkey roast, rice, green peas, gravy, wheat bread, beverage, and chicken, tofu rice, black beans. I mean, look at all this. Dessert is also not served dinner. So there will be no birthday cake, but if he has funds, he can purchase goods like Nutella, a Snickers, macaroni cheese, or hot chocolate to celebrate his birthday today. Now, his reps have said food is probably the roughest part of the mogul's life in prison, which is hard to believe. I would think the solitude and not being with your family and, the whole not being able to defend yourself, I would think all that would be worse than some bad food. But he says food's the roughest part of his life in prison. Okay, dude, whatever. I think they're trying to keep a, positive outlook. Food's the roughest part of it, he told reporters. There you go. We went through the menu. What I'm more interested in is this story that also came out today, which is the fact, I guess it's a couple days ago, but that weapons, substances were seized in this sweep of the jail where he was held. Now, the report does clearly say this wasn't in relation or connection to Diddy particularly. This was just what they do, a pre-planned coordinator to ensure the safety and security of staff and inmates. It was not related to Combs' detention. Now, it doesn't mean that one of those people they sweeped it from, though, wasn't trying to get at Sean Combs. But let's be real. If someone was trying to get at Sean Combs, there's enough money out there that someone would get paid off and be able to get to Sean Combs. Because previously, it's been under renewed scrutiny because 2 men were fatally stabbed over the summer. 5 inmates were later charged with murder. 4 other detainees and a guard were also charged with it over incidents that included a man who was stabbed, look at that, 44 times by gang members. One of the inmates was in the spine with an ice pick. Yikes. So look, anybody can get paid off. And that's part of my worry here is that, is someone going to get to him? Is that ultimately what's going to happen? Now, the other big part of this story I wanted to give you guys was this NDA, which did come out over the weekend on TMZ. Here it is. This is the Freak Off NDA has been revealed. They got a standard NDA, which I don't know. This seems crazy to me. I don't think this is standard. This contract, apparently, according to TMZ, lasts 70 years. 70 years. I don't think that's standard. And also, why would you need someone to sign something for 70 years, right? To me, if anything, the strictness of this contract for a party appearance, it's quite questionary in the first place. What do you need to hide that you're doing at this party? It is a lot in here. You can't, signees cannot share any information related to Diddy, his family members, current or former partners, spouses, friends, or business associates. The NDA tells signees not to photograph, film, or record, and I can understand that. That would be pretty standard to me. Or have another person photograph, film, or record Diddy or anyone in his orbit without his written consent. Specifically names social media sites where attendees can't post photos Diddy doesn't sign off on. Attendees are not to give interviews or write books or otherwise disseminate information about Diddy or the parties without written consent. Again, don't photograph. That might be standard. But this whole, like, you can't write books and things because of the party? Why? What's going on in the party that you're going to now say you can never talk about it for your entire life? It's pretty boilerplate NDA, and you can read it all for yourself, but the basic gist is that anyone attending these parties needs Diddy's written consent to share any information. It's worth noting the NDA lasts for the life of the artist, plus 20 years after their death, or a grand total of 70 years, whatever comes first. The length of the NDAs vary from agreement to agreement, but this is currently on the longer side. Yeah, I'd say so, which again, this makes it not standard to me. That is not normal. Also, you can't write an NDA that prohibits somebody from saying something criminal they've witnessed. You just can't do it. No workplace agreement, NDA, whatever you want to call it. You can't protect criminal acts, etc. Anything somebody saw at this party that was against the law, the NDA wouldn't stop them from reporting on it. So it's pretty crazy. And I was asking John Witherspoon, who's messaging me actually just as I taped this, because he's telling me, yeah, a normal NDA related to someone's employment usually lasts 5 to 10 years. Otherwise, it can be deemed anti-competitive and gets tossed out in court. Facts. CIA secrecy terms only last 50 years, and that's for really important stuff. So it's crazy. But again, quote from it, what you hear here, what you see here, let it stay here when you leave here. That admission enough for most people, especially if they want to get invited back. So look, he's trying to set this up of like, hey, what happens at a Diddy party stays at a Diddy party. But now all that's looking quite more sinister. In fact, I can't imagine anybody now is going to say that these NDAs are going to hold up. At this point, with all that's revealed, a lot of it does need to be exposed. And it sounds like he was using this scary, crazy NDA that's way too long to scare them into getting invited back, etc. What's he going to do now? Sue somebody now for talking about the party because of all the interest? Good luck. Good luck. Good luck enforcing that one. This is an insane, insane document that I don't see how he can have it stand up in court. I just don't see it now at this point, especially given all that's there as we now, are in this court deal. Here's all the confidential, the contract. It's so like, who's going to read it? Look at there's not a single line space in the whole damn thing. Look how it's crazy. And who's going to read it? Nobody's going to read it. They're just gonna be like, oh yeah, whatever. They sign it. And they don't even realize what they're signing, this confidential stuff here that's in this crazy document. A standard Combs NDA. The fact that this is standard, the fact that it lasts so long and that they're so afraid that anybody talk about what happens in these events, to me, is a huge red flag. Huge red flag. And speaking of red flags, we were calling some out before. In fact, the judge, Diddy's now asking the judge for a gag order against Ariel, the lawyer, Courtney, the new person, Courtney Burgess, who are outside a grand jury courtroom. Yeah, we called it out last week. Well, I got an update for you. You're not going to want to miss. I'm telling you, you're not going to miss this update that I'll be taping this afternoon. I don't want to tease too much in case this source flakes, but I don't think they are because we got a scheduled taping. And mark my words, we got some intel coming for you. You're not only going to get here, so don't miss it. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell for all alerts. Smash that thumbs up. And let me know your thoughts down below. We got a lot more to cover today, so you stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that join if you haven't already, and check out our members-only show, Popcorned Uncensored. Friday's episode was wild.